teach you how to fall.
One.
Hey Groovy Babies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another episode and we are going to talk all things beginner. Yep, you got that right. I am creating a beginner's guide. Okay, wind. I'm going to be creating a beginner's manual for all of you guys out there that are just starting. Everybody has been there where we don't know how to fall, we don't know how to stop, we don't know what to do with these skates. So I'm going to try and help break things down for you a little bit so that you can get out there and get rolling in no time. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so to begin, when you first get your skates fresh out the box, or if they're not fresh, whatever, you want to pull these things out and check every single nut and crack and screw. Why? Because when you're out there skating, things can come unloose, things can happen. So it's really important to just like go in and make sure everything's exactly how you need it so you can have a nice safe skate. So there are 3 types of tools that you are going to need, or not really, but if you want, you can have them. So first thing, T-tool. This is the holy grail of getting everything out really quick and swiftly. Next, crab tool. This is perfect to have on you at all times while you're skating to help make sure that your bearings are good, your toe stops are good, because Lord knows those things pop out on their own and they have a mind of their own. And then this is a cute little just Moxie like carry along little tool that I just keep on my fanny pack just in case things start happening that I don't really want to happen. Okay, so to begin, you pull your skates out of the box, you're like, oh, these are great. But there are some things that you're gonna wanna check. First, you wanna check your wheels. Sometimes when you get your wheels and they first come in, they're really tight and they don't really spin. And then you're thinking to yourself like, whew, it's really hard to skate. So grab your T-tool or your crab tool or your manual tool, and you just wanna go in and check the bearings, tighten them or loosen them. Tighten them all the way at first to kind of see how they are, and then slowly start turning it to loosen them a little bit, if that makes sense. Check each and every wheel and you're good to go. Next, you want to check your toe stops. Toe stops can get loose, they can get wiggly, they can start coming out. So you want to make sure that it's a nice tight width. If they're not, grab your crab tool. You got your little wrenchy thing. You put it into the nut and you give it a tighten, right? So that you're good to go. They're not going to come out while you're skating and you're all safe. Next, these things. These are going to be what loosens your trucks and gives you that wiggle room. As you can see, these came kind of tight. It really depends on what you're comfortable with and how you feel. But when you go and check your trucks, give it like a wiggle, like put it down and try and wiggle it. These are really tight, so I'm going to loosen them a little bit. Honestly, loose trucks can change your world. You're going to be able to turn easier, you're going to be able to stop easier, you're going to be flowing a little bit more. So to tighten your trucks, you grab your crab tool, this little part right here. Oh wait, nope, wrong tool. You grab your T-tool, and it has like a larger section right here. Put it in there, turn it to the left, lefty-loosey, that's the right, and just give it a little looseness. Nice. So as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, there's a little more wiggle room there, okay? But it's all up to you and what you're comfortable with. All right, good. Go ahead and do the other one and you're good to go. That's just the beginning things that you want to do when you first get this wind is disrespectful. So yeah, this wind. Okay, yeah, so once you do that, go ahead and do the other skate and you should be good to go and get ready to start rolling. Let's put on our skates and let's start grooving around. Okay, so real quick before we get started, I wanted to run you guys on how to correctly lace your skates. When I first started, one of my friends like politely told me that I was lacing my skates wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this tip in here real fast in case you're not aware of how to lace them. And yeah, so let's just run through this real fast. Got my skates. Don't mind the hair. No shave November. But so you take them, instead of like casually going like this, wrong, negative. The reason why is because while you're skating, they can easily come undone, and that's really dangerous. So to really give like that extra ankle support and really lock that lace in, you want to go over and up. So that's kind of like giving you a little lock in there, right? Again, over and up. And I don't tie my top one, and then you could just tie it from there. You could do it again on that third one, but honestly my laces are a little too short, so I just kind of do it to that second little nuggy thing. And we're ready to go. Cha-cha. I got my good friend Deja here with me. She is gonna help me teach you how to skate as a beginner. That's my dog. Before we get into everything, let's just run through like the steps that I'm gonna walk you through. We're gonna start with learning how to stroll, because that's very important, because a lot of us be out here just stepping looking like penguins. There's a glide to it, there's a flow to it. And then we're gonna go into how to stop. Stopping is crucial to not falling. But then if you do fall, we're gonna teach you how to fall. All right, let's get into it.
All right. Groovy Roller Shop merch. Get it on her
Yes.
Groovy Shop. So how to go, how to roll, stride, stroll, whatever you want to call it. Since you're on wheels, you want to roll with style. You know, you don't want to think about it like you're walking. I'll give you the
You don't want to
demonstration.
be like this,
right?
You don't want to be like, oh, 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 you're gonna fall.
You know, doing this is doing nothing for you. You're not doing the march.
Yeah, like don't treat it like you're walking. You're not walking. You want to glide. You want to make it feel nice. Oh.
So what you want to do, get somewhere with a lot of space, a lot of clearance. Make sure it's nothing on the ground. It's going to trip you up, even though it might happen if you're outside. All right? You want to stand with a good little bend in the knee. Keep your arms out, you know, to catch yourself in case you fall. And start just like this. Try like shifting your weight onto one leg. See if you can pick it up. Roll.
Yeah. Maybe start like a V. Have your feet pointing outwards, and you want to lean into it. Lean into it. Lean.
Shifting my weight, right?
Yeah.
My knees.
Looking smooth.
Swing, picking up my foot a little bit. And if even this is like, oh my God, what's happening, right? You can just
Do a little quicker.
I think it helps to slow down your steps.
Yeah.
If you're like this. Where are you going?
You almost don't get any momentum when you do that. So yeah, that's one way you can go about it. You want to like just glide.
Just glide. Just glide.
Glide with it and you'll feel it. And that is how you stroll, baby. All right, moving on. How to stop.
Right? How to.
Yeah. There are multiple ways to stop. I only know a few, but most popular one is probably the toe stop stop. Kind of dangerous, but it works. Next, it's gonna be the T stop, which is gonna be your foot like that. After that is the V stop, which is out and then on your toe, which is a little bit easier than the T stop in my opinion, but we'll get to that. And then next is the turnaround toe stop. It's gonna stop you super fast. If you're ever scared, just turn around and stop. Any more stops? Plow stop. Plow stop. Yeah. It's a little bit slower, but for beginners, it's a great way to kind of like slow yourself down and then go into that T or V stop, whatever you want to do. So let's just get into that. All you're doing, you're coming, use your inner thighs, squeeze your inner thighs, and you're going in them. Going. Oh, I need to stop. Squeeze. And you're stopped. You want to bend, put your toes inward, not too much, just a little bit. bend into it, squeeze your inner thighs, and you'll come to a stop. One more time. Quick and easy. Let's get some speed. I'm gonna get some speed. Hey, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Bring it out, bring it in. You're stopped. Okay, so next is gonna be the toe stop. There are a few things to be cautious about when you're doing these. You can really hurt your ankle when you're like, can you do a toe stop thing like that? So you really kind of want to put all of your weight into that front leg and stabilize through that leg. And then when you put your toe stop down, don't let your ankle flop down and like start like going onto the boot. You want to really like stabilize yourself to be safe, because if you go and you like flop that ankle down, you're gonna hurt something, especially if you're going fast. So Deja's gonna show us how to properly do a toe stop.
Downhill, I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going, right? Speed, I'm like, let me slow down.
Yeah.
Now slow.
Slowly but surely. You have to trust the process, because if you don't, you can really hurt yourself. In a nutshell, that's gonna be how you toe stop. Next, we have T-stop. The science behind this is that you're gonna have your one foot grounded and you're gonna make a T. I don't even know, that's not even a T, it was like an L.
Kinda.
That's fucking weird. All right, anyway, it's called
You're
a
not
T-stop.
like I definitely put it
I mean, you can be, but I feel like I trip on my back foot. You don't want it too far behind this foot, because lo and behold, you could be like, boop. So keep it kind of like L-shaped, right? And then you want to drag, keep your foot grounded and stable, and drag your four wheels along to stop. So it looks like this. Okay, so there's two ways. You can use all four, you can use the front two. When I use all four, I kind of feel like it's like jittery, but you'll see it. Arms out, grounded. Woo! There it goes. Alright, so Deja's gonna show you the T-stop, but just using the front inside wheels, and I'm gonna try and do it with all four wheels so you can see both, okay? Here. That was the best. So, full half. Hopefully that makes sense. That's the breakdown of how you're gonna stop with the T-stop. Alright, that is your T-stop. Alright, next, V-stop. I like the V-stop. I like the V-stop way more, honestly. I feel like you get a little bit more like, just no thinking about it, you just tip it up. So the V-stop is more like, it's kind of like a T-stop, but you lift these two back wheels up, and you're more so like on your front two wheels. This is great for like jam skaters or people that just like don't wear toe stops. You want to learn these so that like when you're out there doing your thing, you can stop on a freaking heartbeat. You're going and stop. Now let's hit it from the side for you. Going. Stop. I feel like you stop way quicker with the V-stop. Just kind of pop it up. I feel like that's the quickest one. All right, and lastly, there is the turnaround toe stop. This is the quickest, most efficient way to stop, honestly. Anytime you need to stop on a dime, you just... So, the prerequisites for this move is gonna be knowing how to turn around. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna teach that today. That's gonna be something that we're gonna have to go through another time, because transitions is a whole nother video on its own. But I'll run you through some basics of like how to get into it, okay? So, let's say you're bombing the fuck out of a hill. You can't plow stop, you need to stop now. You're going really, really fast. Keep going. I need to stop. Turn around. Turn. Stop. So quick and easy. Yeah. Yes. Perfection. Actually transitioning, you're opening and closing the book. Open, close. That makes sense. All you're really doing is taking your feet, you're open, close. Open, close. Okay? So easy, so simple. Once you get that turnaround part, it's gonna come much more natural. Yeah, all the stops are covered. Moving on to falling.
Insert bail video.
Insert all my bills here.
God. We do a lot of falling, bailing.
Falling is gonna happen. It's a
You
part
have
of the
to know-
process.
You have to know how to fall. How to fall so that you don't hurt yourself. Alright? I think biggest tip I can give, right? When you're doing something and you think, oh man, I'm probably gonna fall. Even if you think, I got this, I'm not gonna fall, right? You have to expect the unexpected. So don't let the fall catch you by surprise, because I think that's really how you hurt
avoid
yourself.
this too.
Yes. Alright, so I always want to have my weight in front of me, right? So you're gonna have to have a bend in the knee, kind of hinge of the hip, and having your weight over your toes. Every time I think I might fall, the first thing I do is this.
Yes.
Right? Reach out in front of me, because if I do fall, right? Say there's a rock that's just coming down my way, I have knee pads and wrist guard. I probably fell out of the frame here, but I'm not falling like, you know, and then my face gets hit. I also have an elbow pad on, right? Protect yourself. And if you like to protect your brain and you do a lot of head smashing, wear your helmet, you know, to really protect your noggin. So, and I also, you know, you want to protect your face too. Put your arms out, you have wrist guards, you have an elbow pad hopefully, you have knee pads. So I always try, right? If I think I'm about to fall, I'll get really low. Because if I'm already way down here, even if I plop onto my behind, it doesn't hurt that bad. You might have noticed I did a couple of things, right? I get about right here. I'm gonna put my arm down a little, and I'm gonna get my skates out from under me, because if you fall with your skates under you, you're gonna hurt your ankle, right? And I fall to the medius part of my behind, right? So when I go, I'm here. And you don't want to fall like straight on your behind, bruise your tailbone, that's no good. Hurt your back, all of that. So, I'm gonna fall. Hurts a lot less than smack the ground.
Another thing is rely on your pads. That's what they're there for. Like, you don't always want to fall on your butt, because if you do, your butt's gonna be bruised. It's gonna suck. So if you're going, you're falling, on the knee pads. That's what they're there for. The wrist guards, they will protect you. And like, a lot of people have been asking about getting up, because sometimes you fall. Sometimes you're just like this. And you're like, well, fuck, how do I do this? Just turn around, pop that knee up, ground yourself, push through this leg, and pull yourself up. Because it's harder when some people are like, oh, like, take my hand, and your wheels are all like, whoa. So just rely on that leg, put that weight in there, and stand right up.
I also use my toe stops too.
Yeah.
I can't get my footing, and I think I'm gonna be rolling around, right, on the ground. Put my, at least one of my toe stops down, because it's flat right here, right? So that I won't roll away.
When you're falling backwards, you want, like, sometimes you can't help it. I fall backwards sometimes. You're like, whoa! Here, and you fall back, tuck your chin. Fall, put your arms up, like, oh! That's if you don't have a helmet. You really want to protect that head. Sometimes you can't help it. You're gonna be like, oh, your knee. You better pull that double chin together, because
Right.
you don't want to hit your head, okay?
I also, I like to keep the momentum going when I fall. Insert nail here.
Yeah.
Right? I do this a lot. I look like a rag doll, and everybody thinks I hurt myself really bad. But it's better to keep the momentum going when you're falling, as opposed to just smacking the ground hard and you stop. Because then your body takes every single ounce of impact, and you get bruised really bad.
Yeah, and you don't, like, you don't want to fight it. The more you fight it, the worse it's gonna be. Like, I see people sprawling out like this, like, it's just like, down, fall, feel it, and you, like, sometimes you're going hella fast, sometimes you just gotta tuck and roll.
You gotta.
Like, I'd rather my shoulder be fucked up than my face, my teeth, my head. Just tuck and let the momentum take you. You'll be alright, okay?
And as you're rolling, there's a lot less impact on your body, on each part of your body at a time.
Yeah.
You know? So you're not
Instead of like taking it all straight on, like,
right.
all that shit is, your body is gonna really hurt. So yeah.
I always hit the ground, roll, put my arm down, stand back up.
Yep.
That hurt. I'm not hurt when I do that.
Alright. Stay safe out there. process. Like, it's gonna be, you know, a long process until you really get comfortable with these little wheels under your feet. Like, it's not as easy as everybody makes it out to seem, and it's really something that you have to learn and grow with as time goes on. Don't worry, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
And you're gonna fall.
Yep, you're
And
gonna
that's
fall.
all right.
Just let it happen. Just roll with it, and keep trying. Don't let that discourage you if you're not doing things as greatly as you expected, or if you see other people doing certain things. Don't push your limits. My motto is know your limits. I don't do things unless I'm comfortable with them, hence why I don't wear elbow pads and helmets and all that. Like, that's just my personal take on it. Everybody has their own things. There are pros that wear helmets, but personally, I just feel like I know my body enough and I listen to my body. If I'm doing something I'm not comfortable with, I'll throw a helmet on. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna do anything out of my comfort zone, so.
Amen to that.
That's just me. So yeah, I think that concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped at least one of you guys learn something new today, and I will see you in our next episode. Stay groovy. Peace.